Good day, dear colleagues. Let's simulate the situation. The initial data for your project came in the view of AutoCAD drawings. In this video, I demonstrate you how they can be used to create a design scheme, namely how a model is imported from floor plans, DXF, DVG formats in AutoCAD. I would like to pay your attention to the fact that in the current version of the program, the DVG file can be imported directly. In software version 2021 and earlier, it was necessary to set the files in DXF formats. Sapphire imports building axes, piles, walls, columns, beams, slabs, foundation slabs, slab openings, partitions, windows and doors, stairs, lines and spaces from DVG files, loads, points and lines of triangulation. In order for Sapphire to import these objects, they must be represented in DVG by a specific object in AutoCAD. There are several ways to set properties for model objects when importing from DVG. First, input object parameters and layer names manually. Second, input object parameters and layer names using the components for importing floor plans from AutoCAD. It is built into AutoCAD directly when installing Lyra Sapper. Third, input object parameters directly when imported into Sapphire in the Import Floor Plans dialog box. In order to use the second method for input properties of object, it is necessary to install the Import DXF Plans component when installing Lyra Sapper, which embeds the necessary toolbars in AutoCAD. In this example, we will consider all three ways to data input. They can be used in combination or individually. To get started, open AutoCAD and open the DVG file with a ready floor plan. Click File, Open, find the local disk C, then open folder Users, Public Documents, Lyra Sapper 22, folder Manual, folder In, and find folder 14 and open file 14 Basement. Open the Layer Properties Manager dialog box. Check that the layer axis is indicated in capital letters. Also check the correct layer name, foundation _ slab _ openings. Close the dialog box. Now we proceed to the second stage of input the properties of objects using the floor plan import components built into AutoCAD. Click on the built-in panel Lyra. Select Create Layer, then Walls. The Walls layer is automatically set at the current layer. Select the Polyline command and move the cursor to the doorway in the hardness core located along the D-axis. Move the cursor to the middle of the left edge of the openings and start building the polyline from here to the left. Enter 575 mm. Click Enter. Then change the direction up and enter 2170 mm. Click Enter. Change the direction to the right and enter 1920 mm. Click Enter. And change the direction down, enter 2170 mm. Click Enter and lock the polyline by pressing Enter. Select the new created polyline and click on the point at the beginning of the doorway and move it to the corner of the wall. Click on the built-in panel Lyra. Select Layer Properties and Wall or Slab Thickness. Press Enter to confirm that the following layers of walls will be modified. Enter a core wall thickness of 200 mm and press Enter. The following layers will be modified. The postscript walls H200 will appear. Click on the built-in Lyra panel, select Create Layer and Door Openings. Select the command line and create a line according to the dimensions of the opening. Click on the built-in panel Lyra, select Layer Properties and Doors and Window Opening Heights. Select the new created line and press Enter. Press Enter again to confirm the changes in the following layers. Enter door opening height from the floor slab midplane 2100 mm and click Enter. The name H2100 will appear. Select the polyline command and select the piles layer from the drop-down list of layers. Check that these buttons and endpoint are switched on. We proceed to the third stage of entering the properties of objects along the contour. Bind the cursor to the pile located at the intersection of axes B and 11. Enter the offset value of 1150 mm to the left and press Enter. Change the direction up and specify the value 350 mm. Then 350 mm to the left, 350 mm down. Close the polyline and click Enter. Select the new created pile, select the Copy command and specify the right point of the pile at the snap. Set the offset direction to the left, 1540 mm. Then 2590 mm and 4150 mm and click Escape. Open the Save Drawing dialog box and click Save. Click File, Open. Select Local Disk C, then User, Public Documents, LyraSupper 2022, Manual, Folder In, Folder 14, and File 14, First Floor. Select the polyline command and select Non-Structural Walls 250. Bind the cursor to the lower left corner of the pylon located at the intersection of the 10B axis and left mouse click. Enter the crosshairs to the left and enter value 3230. Press Enter. Change the direction up. Enter 250 mm. Press Enter and enter 3230 to the right. Press Enter. Close the polyline. Select the polyline command again. Bind the cursor to the lower right point of the pylon located at the intersection of axis 10B and click the left mouse button. Start moving the crosshairs to the right. Enter value 3170 mm. Click Enter. Change the direction up and enter 250 mm. Click Enter. Enter 3170 mm to the left and close the polyline. Select the command Polyline. Select Layer, Window, Outline. Bind the cursor to the middle of the bottom edge of the wall along axis B, which starts from axis 8. Click the left mouse button. Enter the crosshair to the right. Enter the value 1200 mm. Click Enter. Change the direction up and enter the value 250 mm and click Enter. Change the direction to the left, enter 1200 mm and close the polyline. Select the Copy command. Specify the middle of the bottom edge of the window opening as a base snap point and indicate the middle of the wall along the B-axis between axis 10, 11 as a second point. Press Escape. Select the Polyline command and select the door's outline layer. Bind the cursor to the lower left corner of the window along the B-axis between axis 9, 10 and click the left mouse button. Start moving the crosshairs to the left. Enter the value 700, press Enter. Change the direction up, enter the value 250, click Enter. Build in the same way to the right 700 mm and close the polyline. Select the command Polyline and the layer Linear Load. Bind to the intersection point of the slab and the pylon near the intersection of the B2 axis and enter the value to the right 60 mm. Click Enter. Indicate the direction down, enter 1440 mm. Click Enter. Change the way to the right 3650 mm and up 540 mm. Click Enter. Click Tools and open Quick Select. In the Properties, select the polyline object type. In the Properties block, specify the layer. In the Value list, select the layer Linear Load. Click OK. Select the command Mirror and indicate 2 points on axis 6 to set the axis of symmetry. Now the software asks you, erase all objects. Answer no. Click Enter. Click File and save the drawing. Open Sapphire. Click Create Project. Click Project Properties. Change the current building norms on your code. If you can find the necessary norms, you should scroll down to Design Options for Reinforced Concrete Structures in Grasshopper and find SPRK In and click Yes. Then click Apply. Now change the current building code for reinforced concrete and loads on Edit Norm. Click Apply and exit. Open the Import Floor Plans dialog box. Select the basement and first floor files. Open them. Click on the name of the floor 14-0 basement and specify the bottom level of the floor minus 3000 mm. Apply the properties or click OK. The level of the bottom of the floor should be 0. Press Enter. Check the boxes next to the layers Access, Foundation Slab Openings, Walls H200 and Wall Doors H2100. Click the Piles layer. Select the type Pile. In the Properties layer, find Type of Support and click Pinned. Click Enter. Select layer Basement Walls and select Type Wall. Select the layer Foundation 600, select the type Foundation Slab and click Counter. In the Properties, select Restraints. Click on 3 dots and select XY. Click OK. Select the layer Doors Outline. Select the type Door. Click Counter. Select the layer Line Load. Select the type Linear Load. In the parameters, find value and enter 0.24. The second value is the same. Click Enter. Select the layer Windows Outline. Select the type Window. In the parameters, find parameters of opening and click 3 dots. Change the height. Enter 1300 mm. Click OK and Enter. Select Slab Openings. Select the type Opening in Slab. Press Shift and hold the button. And click Layers Non-Structural Walls 120 and Non-Structural Walls 250. Select the type Partition. Select the layer Slab 190. Select the type Slab. In the Properties, find Thickness and change on 190. In the Properties, find Thickness and change on 190. Scroll down and enter Dead Load 0.2 and Short Term Load 0.1. Click Enter. Select the layer Piles and select the type Column. Select the layer Walls 200 Reinforced Concrete. Select the type Wall. Click Create Model. Click on the button Analytical Model. Click New Story. Change the name Story Number 2. Number of stories 8. Click Copy Elements and click Filter. Uncheck the block box. Click OK. In the Structure of Stories, select Slab of last story. In the Edit box, click Copy. Then click Paste. Click from Story top. Click Equidistant Relocation. Enter 300. Click OK. Click Escape and click Front View. Open Filter for Selection Objects. Click minus and click Opening. Click OK. Select the top floor slab from left to the right. Click Delete. Open one more time Filter for Selection Objects. Click double plus and click OK. Open Command Load Cases. Select Loads from Walls and click Move Down. Select Load Case and enter the name Balconies. Change the load case types for loads from wall and balconies. Select Dead Load. Click Design Combination Loads and let generate. Click OK. Open Meshed Model and click OK. During the check, the program may issue warnings. These places need to be reviewed. If there are errors in the model, corrected. Open the parameters of meshed model and enter union 5 mm. Check settings for intersections, axial lines, not exact. Open command intersect. Click yes. Open the command options and enter step of triangulation 0.25. Click apply. Open the command finite element mesh. Confirm yes. Save the project. Open Visa Supper. Click Analysis. Now, on the Analysis tab, we analyze the results of static and dynamic calculations. Thank you for attention.